Hello, and welcome to Reductive Audio, the show where I talk about whatever I want, because it's my, no, it is the series on this channel where I just kind of shoot the shit about the shit, about stuff. This is an odd intro so far. Okay, basically, this is where I just talk about something, fun. And today, kind of in the spirit of prior entries, not unlike, the one where I assigned everybody their Smash Ultimate main, or where I assigned everybody their buddy Pokemon, or things of that ilk, I have decided to, in the spirit of Baldur's Gate 3, just being a good game, and I recently finally finished the game, however much later this is, like a year or whatever after having started. It was a 4-player playthrough, so that was a lot of trying to coordinate for, lives can get messy, so we definitely didn't get to play very often or for very long when we did. So it took us a while, but it was a lot of fun. I love Baldur's Gate, and I figured it would be a fun time to figure out what each of the characters would play as if they were creating their own characters. So these aren't origin characters. These are if you were making your own, or if they were making their own, rather. And I also, after making this whole thing, realized that I was like, oh wait, there's subclasses, and you can multi-class, and those are good things to know. But that would take up a whole lot of room. So I think with each of these we may discuss subclasses and multi-classing, but we won't actually put that on the graphic because that would be a lot, because it already is a lot, because there's a lot of characters, and I adjusted some of the characters because I realized I needed to add a couple newbies, namely Porter and our mystery caller. So I took a couple off. I can't remember who I took off. I think it was Hudson. Yeah. So anyway, and I'm probably still missing someone fairly new because that's how I am. My brain is like a little colander, and so the pasta, and it's just pouring out. So anyway, enough dilly-dallying, because this is gonna take a while. So crack out your sparkling ice plus caffeine, blue raspberry flavor preferably, and let's get into it. I also have the wiki, or whatever you'd call it. I'm 89 years old. For Baldur's Gate, so that I can click into the classes and pick a subclass, because I'm also gonna be honest, so I've played some D&D in my life, in my day, but not a lot of it. I mean, all I mean to say by that is I played a decent amount, but it was all in 2 playthroughs with 2 characters. So full disclosure, in real life, IRL, I have only played as a druid and as a wizard. And then in Baldur's Gate, I have played as a druid and a wizard, and as very briefly towards the end of our playthrough as a sorcerer. I in our 4-person playthrough, we were playing origin characters, and I was playing Gale, and I started as a wizard, and then I got bored, so I turned him into a druid, and then I hit level 10 or whatever the cap is, no, level 12, and I got bored, because there was we did that, we got to the max level right at the beginning of Act 3, so then there was all of Act 3 and nothing to look forward to. Like, we already had all the gear that we would want. We already had leveled up, so there was not going to be any new spells or anything, really. So it was like, well, how am I going to keep this interesting? So I switched to a sorcerer, which felt like a cardinal sin to do to Gale, who is such a shithead to sorcerers, to make him a sorcerer, and that was kind of funny. So anyway, yeah. So all of that to say, I don't have most experience with all of the classes, but I watch D20 sometimes. Mostly just Never After and Starstruck Odyssey are the ones that I've actually watched all the way through, but I feel like I can do this. But I don't know any of the subclasses. I really don't. So that we'll have to click into the class and go. This has been so much preamble. Okay. It's Smash Ultimate all over again. Where I'm realizing as soon as I know the Pokemon, where I realize this is the start, I'm like, Vincent. I don't know. Okay, Vincent's a little bit of an edgy boy. He liked to imagine himself an edgy boy. I think therefore I am. I think Vincent would play as a Dragonborn. Also, I didn't save the colors of the Dragonborns because that's a really long list. How do we do this? Nope, not that way. I swear, I'm so young and wise. So very young and wise for my incredibly young age, and I'm certainly not desperately struggling to do anything, because that would be silly. Okay, so Vincent is a Dragonborn. And I think because he is an edgy boy, he's not really edgy, but he was edgy as a teenager, and he hangs on to that deeply within his core. And as a part of that, when he has the opportunity, like when he's playing a game or something, to like tap back into that, he's gonna reach into that bag of tricks. I think he's a Dragonborn. I think he would be a Silver Dragonborn. That's an option, right? Hello? Silver Dragonborn. Yes. That's what he'd do. Okay, so Vincent is a Silver Dragonborn. Love that for him. I can't say. Okay. Cool. So we don't have to do a subrace. What class does he play as? Good old Vinny. What would he play as? I think in keeping with his his slight edgy roots, I think Vincent would like magic. He was curious about magic, but kind of felt like, he wasn't encouraged to do so. I feel like he would be a warlock. He'd have some edgy idea of whatever power he was getting his powers from, and it would be a whole thing, thing. Very 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 tormented soul kind of thing of I want to be my own person and I want to do what's right, but also I'm beholden to this deity. And I use my powers for good, but at what cost? I think that's that. And I think that's that. And I think that's that. Ivan. 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 Okay, is this evil Ivan? Or is this good Ivan? Flyboy, if you will. I think we're we'll go with evil Ivan, because that's a little more interesting. And of course, brain goes to like, oh, evil drow. But that seems a little simple. I think Ivan, influenced by Vega secretly. Spoilers, no spoilers. You're spoiling it. You're spoiling a series that actually ended and is over, and occasionally has a flashback to it, but is in theory buttoned up and all done. I think he would play as not a drow, but a very brooding. I think it's Elf O'Clock up in here. That's what I think. That's what I've decided. Oh, ow, my knee. Oh, again, so incredibly young. Ivan is a brooding elf. He's a high elf. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're on to something. High elf. Oh shit, I didn't even look at like the warlock subclasses. Guys, I'm really good at this and I'm prepared. Can't you tell? Can't you tell how incredibly good and prepared I am? Okay. I did not. Maybe I needed to plan more before. Do you ever sometimes realize you didn't put in all the work that needed done before you jumped fully into the wout? Did you ever notice that? Not notice that. Have you ever done that? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Okay, what are the subclasses? Talk to me. Choose a patron, the subclass. Okay, the Fiend. Servants of chaotic and destructive beings. Demons and devils work with that. The Great Old One. These warlocks are acolytes of eldritch entities that are incomprehensible. I don't think so. Graced Archfey. Graced by a lady or lord of the Fae, these warlocks are imbued with all the sumptuous and scary qualities of that extraordinary realm. I feel like his patron is a fiend, because that's if you're edgy, and Vincent wants to play an edgy, it'd be the fiend. So I guess his subclass would be the fiend. Okay, Ivan is a broody high elf. What is his class? I mean, we need something a little sneaky, something a little schemy. I mean, I think even though it's like basic, I think it would be a rogue. Maybe that's a little old hat, but I think he'd be a rogue. And he'd be okay, we got assassin, arcane trickster, or thief. Grants a second bonus action. Oh, that's fun. I think Ivan is a high elf arcane trickster, because we got magic. There's magic in them Thar hills, you know? Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's what that is. So he is. Okay, so yeah, so he's gonna be I should have done some alignment things. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so hold on. Guys, I swear, I really did prepare a lot, and I know it might not seem that way in the moment as I'm fighting for my life, but I really did. practiced. I just want to dance. I practiced. Okay, and we need to snap to the guides. Snap to it, but then don't show the guides. All is not lost. Okay, that's that. That's that. And that's that. And that's that. And that's that. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. We're gonna roll with it because we gotta get boom. Okay, so Ivan, brooding high elf, arcane trickster rogue. Okay, Ollie, soft boy Ollie. I love Ollie. Ollie is he's a basic boy. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with basic, but he is. And for him, he wants like wish fulfillment, but he also wants it to be grounded when he's playing. So he's playing as a human. Because it's Ollie. You know? It's Ollie. So he's just a human playing as a basic boyo. But what is he? Magic. He's gonna be a sorcerer. Well, okay, I would think sorcerer only because he's like, oh, you know, like magic, just like from birth, I have magic. Wouldn't that be amazing? But he also is very soft and sweet. So maybe he would, no, he's a sorcerer. He is a sorcerer, and he'll have some healing spells, and so he'll feel good about that. But he's not, I don't think he's like pure, like life cleric or anything like that. I don't think so. I think he's just a sorcerer just because he's like enamored with the thought of like, I could have had magic. I've had magic the whole time. You know, like, I think that's where he's at. I think that's where he's at. And I'm not going to do keyboard shortcuts only because my keyboard is so loud, and day to day, I don't mind that. But in this moment recording, it sounds hateful. So I'm gonna use my little mouse. David. Mr. Shaw. David himself. Who's he gonna play as? Okay. David. Who is David gonna play as? Does he go big bruiser type? Is that he just that sort now? But he's kind of a big bruiser in real life. So instead, is he the kind of person who would want to sort of like amplify his own inherent characteristics, or would he want to, take a hard left into something else? Can I phone a friend? There's no one to phone. It's just me. I'm the creator. I'm the one who knows these things, and I have to know. Otherwise, why did I make this video? David has a little bit of edgy in him. There's a little bit of it's in there, and it's still in there. He's a tiefling. That's what he does. He's like big tiefling. Because he's got to like bridge the gap between like a little bit of like amplifying his own existing experience balanced against, trying out something new. So he is a tiefling. I need to look at the differences again real quick between each of those types. Which one would he be? Asmodeus, bound to Nessus, fire and darkness, okay. Mephistopheles tieflings, sent from the archetypal Mephistopheles, gifted with a particular affinity for arcane magic, okay, yeah. Or Zaria tieflings, martial strength, channel searing flame. Okay, well, he's definitely going to be like physical. attacker. So he probably isn't going to have that much interest in most spells. TBH. So he's probably going to be a Zariel Tiefling. Oh god, am I just making Karlach? You know what? That's okay. I would say David would play as Karlach, but he's can be such a serious stick in the mud that I don't think he would. I think he would enjoy Karlach very much as like a companion, but I don't think he'd want to play as her, only because like he's a little stuck up his ass to be called. Oh, okay, so he's a Zariel Tiefling. I mean, Barbarian is a little... He wouldn't be a Barbarian, though. He would... Oh, I know it. I fucking know what you are. I know what you are. You're a fighter, and you're that one that bosses people around. You're a battle master fighter. We know what you are. What you are. Because, you know, then he gets to, like, on a limited resource to hinder and disable opponents as well as sometimes supporting allies. He is the boss man. He walks around the house while they sit on the shelf. Yes. Yeah. This one was easy. Portions of things to come, or a misguided thing. Okay, yeah. It's coming along, Marcus. Why do I put Marcus on these lists? What is the Baldur's Gate 3 equivalent of a bug type? What do we got? Okay, hear me out. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Marcus played as Wolf, and he thought that was really cool. Maybe that's the direction we go of like he thinks he's cool. So what is he gonna play as? I know it's a drow. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to think of alternatives, but no, that's what it is. He's he's a drow. Is he a Seldarin drow because he'd like to think that he's like a good he's a good guy trying to like change the image of a drow? This is just me dragging this Marcus man. Okay. Oh, my synthwave file. Hello? Come back. Okay, I came back. See, I just wonder if he would think that he's, you know, okay, yeah, he's a Seldarin drow, but like nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying what he's selling. Where is it? There it is. That's what that is. That's what that is. And I also would like to be clear that this is not me trying to drag Seldarin drow. I think this is me trying to personify Marcus as the person that's like, hey, I'm not like everybody else. I'm not. Listen, I'm I'm the good guy. Yeah, I'm edgy, but that's just because no one understands me. They don't understand the good that I'm doing. They don't get it. Okay, what? Oh God, what class is he? He could be. Wait, 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 wait. I think I know. I know. Oh no. Okay, he's an Oathbreaker Paladin. And I'm only saying that because of this description. They draw power from the darkness within to destroy their foes. Cause he, oh yeah, he's an Oathbreaker Paladin. And I admit that that's kind of by description alone, because I don't know all the ins and outs of Paladin and what like Oathbreaker feels like. But that's what that is. That's what that fucking is. Cause he needs to feel a certain way. And that's how he thinks he can play that sort of thing. Nobody understands him. He's an Oathbreaker Paladin. He's seen darkness. He was born in darkness. He knows what's really out there. Is that? That's that. Did I? Okay. That's Marcus. That was rude. Calum. Okay, this is easy. We need little. We need small. We need soft. We need cute. Powerful, but small. Okay, I'm seeing strong heart, and that seems apt. So halfling makes sense. What is a strong heart halfling? Dwarven blood gave strong hearts their hardiness, resistant to poison, and wellsprings of endurance. Okay. Yeah. Cause he's hardy. He survived some acts of unkindness from a particular sadism demon. Halfway. Listen, the symbol's a heart. Sometimes it can be that simple. Sometimes it's allowed to be that simple. Okay? Okay, yeah. Okay. There we go. So we got halfling, and we need strong heart halfling. Because that just sounds like something that Calum would choose. Because he'd be like, it's a heart. And then he would pick that. Okay. Class. I mean, we need some kind of like a... well, hear me out. I was gonna go life cleric, because like healing and stuff, but hear me out. Maybe bard, because he talks a lot. Cleric subclasses or domains. Can I get a little more information? Can I get a little stinky information about that? Life? Okay, sorry. Something cut out for a second there. Okay, I think that Calum... I looked at the clerics a little bit, but I actually think bard. I think because he's a talkative, talking person. And he likes to cheer people on. And bardic inspiration makes sense for that. So, College of Lore? I mean, that sounds... No, that's hindering foes. I don't think he's gonna do that, because he's like... I don't think he could get cutting words out. Increases combat prowess of allies. Okay, so maybe College of Valor? College of Swords. Yeah, no, that's his own combat prowess. Okay, so he's a College of Valor. College of Valor Bard. I figured he was gonna be a life cleric, but you know what? Nope, because he has a lot to say. So we are actually gonna put College of Valor Bard. Okay, Brachium. What is Brachium gonna play as? Brachium would be... I mean, he could definitely be a drow, just because of, like, the underdarkedness of it. But... I don't know. I mean, I'm getting elf? Maybe drow? He would be a Seldarin drow, but like a real one, not like a Marcus one. Or maybe he's just like a brood, not brooding. Maybe he's also a high elf though. I could see that, but I actually think, well, but I mean, if anyone is gonna seem in an Underdark adjacent area, I think that would be if you're in the realm of death. But is it who these characters are playing as or who they would be? I think it can be both. I think I just get to decide on the fly because that's what I've kind of done so far. Okay. I'm gonna actually just go elf. High elf again. What's the difference between a high elf and a wood elf? Value magic in all forms, whereas a wood elf, archery and camouflage. Proficiency in stealth checks and can move quickly. I should have done a pre. Okay. Marcus. Nope. Sorry, not. Brachium is. Brachium's a high elf. We're just gonna go with that. I think that's that. Yeah. Because the magic aspect of it, I think, is where we're at. Magic. Okay, high elf. Sometimes it's gotta just come down to vibes. And sometimes the vibes are good, and sometimes the vibes are rancid. And that's just that. Okay, but what? Oh no. Word correct? Okay, they enact their deity's will to the world for better or worse. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's a serenity demon. Knowledge. Knowledge. Because, like, he's got all the memories of everybody from forever. A knowledge cleric? Perhaps? A light cleric? Light in the darkness kind of a thing? Nature? Tempest? Because he's got some anger in there. I want to go knowledge, actually. That's interesting. So he is a cleric. Yeah, he's a knowledge cleric because he's got everyone's knowledge. garbage from everybody that's all like passed away. That's what we're gonna go with for that. Cleric. Okay. Elliot. 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 Hi. Elliot, where you gonna play as? Elliot's gonna play as a dwarf. Cause he he'd think that was cool. He's definitely gonna be a dwarf. That makes sense to me. Okay, so Elliot is a dwarf. What kind of dwarfs are there? Gold dwarf, shield dwarf, and dweger. I think that's how it's. Isn't it dweger? Dwerger? I don't know. Confidence and keen intuition. For a gold dwarf, confidence and keen intuition. Or shield dwarves. Cynical, endure anything to restore their ancestral homelands. Or adapted to freedom with harsh practicality, cold demeanor. No, he's not cold. He wouldn't want to be that. Shield or gold? Does he want toughness or armor training? I think he's a shield dwarf. I think so. I think that's what he would choose to be. Because I think he'd like the the freedom to choose multiple different armors. Proficiency with light and medium. Okay. And then what would his class be? Maybe a monk. Maybe a monk. It would be kind of fun just because like people aren't usually dwarven magic users, so that would be kind of fun. But I mean, I think maybe monk, and let's just like get in there. What kind of monks are there? Way of the Four Elements, Way of the Open Hand, or Way of Shadow? Way of the Open Hand is the smack. To channel the elements. They kind of do magic. I think Elliot could be a Way of the Four Elements monk. I think if he was being if he was actually trying to like play as a dreamwalker, I think he would probably be a sorcerer. But I think the way that he would play the game is not trying to embody his existing experience. I think he'd be playing as something that like he thinks would be fun and different. So I think he would be a Way of the Open Hand monk. Nope, sorry, Way of the Four Elements monk. Dwarf. Shield dwarf. Gavin. He needs to be something. No, something sensual. What would Gavin do? What would Gavin pick? Gavin. Ooh, I think I know. Okay. Hear me out on this, and hear me out. And you gotta hear me out, and I must be heard. I must be heard on this. Gavin is going to be a half-elf. Stay with me. I know you're leaving. Don't go. Stay with me on this. And he's a drow half-elf. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's why I love Nestle Crunch. drow, half elf. Then what? Then what? Then what? What class? What class? Oh, that might have been really loud. I'm so sorry. Yeah. What's like? What's some of that? What class does that? You know? What class like really just like gets into it? Do clerics ever just, you know, do clerics do that? A trickery cleric, that could be fun because he could be a little sneaky boy. My gosh, I'm going so slow. I have to, maybe I'm gonna have to do this in 2 parts because this is far too much. What? Speak to me. Speak to me. Gavin. Oh, Gavin. Gavin. Hello? Hello? Oh no. Oh no. Rogue. Rogues give you some of this. Some of all that. Maybe an assassin rogue. Dealing higher and more reliable damage at the start of the battle if you can surprise him. He can boo. But he's not the boo. He's not the guy who says boo. Or a thief. A thief rogue. Gavin's gonna be an assassin rogue. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. You know, sometimes you just gotta make a choice and say it with your entire body and mouth. Asher. Okay. Asher. Asher, what? Okay. And hear me out on this, and I must be heard on this as well. Asher is gonna want to be a little guy who can actually like come out of nowhere and like sweep the board. So, and like, is that a little bit of like a way of mocking Milo in their group gameplay playthrough the pack is playing together? Maybe there's the occasional reference to that, but you know, that's just what. Yeah, okay. So I know that this one, and you're running away again, and I asked you not to do that, and I asked you to stick with me on this, and I asked to be heard. But Asher's gonna play as a gnome. Hear me out. Stop. Why are you leaving? Come back. Hold on. This isn't what... Okay, in Asher's case, he's playing something because he thinks it's fun, not because he thinks this is him. Asher's like, I'm already great. I don't need to be me. I'll be somebody else. So he's gonna be an almost caricature of Milo, both because he thinks it's fun and like deep in there is a compliment about that, like, you know, Milo is a little bit smaller, but he's like the toughest of all of them. There is a compliment in there, but it's buried so deep on purpose. so you have to, I must be heard. You have to hear me. So he's playing as a gnome. He's playing as someone talking. Is it a rock gnome, a forest gnome, or a deep gnome? Not a deep gnome, because that comes with an edginess that's not what we're tapping into here. Forest gnomes, even smaller than their cousins. Okay, then yeah, just for that line alone, just to be a shit, he's gonna pick a forest gnome. I'm not saying that he's not gonna name this character some play on Milo. You know, some sort of like old Englishy twist. on Milo. I'm not saying that, but if that's what happens, that could be what happens. And he's gonna be the druid kind that shifts, which is circle of. I always mix up land and moon. Which one? Because I always play spores. That's the realty on that. Circle of the moon. Yeah. Okay. Circle of the moon. He's a circle of the moon druid forest gnome who's named something that sounds like Milo. Oh no. And Milo feels such incredible anger about it. But that's okay. Okay, I will be right back. Okay. Okay, we are finally in the second row, and I've got to pick up the pace on this. Oh no. Okay, let's focus. Last go. Lasco's gonna play as a Githyanki. Cause like he wants that deep of Baldur's Gate 3 that he thinks he would get more of, since it is a story about, you know, the Illithid and everything. He thinks he's gonna get more out of it by being a Githyanki. That's in the middle. Hold on, sorry. That's the third, and that's the third, and then that two, and that's two. Okay. Okay, so we got Githyanki. Oh, but yeah, okay. So Githyanki. We got Githyanki. What kind of Githyanki? Not what kind of Githyanki. What class? What class? Lasco talks a lot. Bard? No, because I don't think Lasco's wanting to be himself. Lasco's gonna want to be... I think Lasco wants to be something brave. And just like... Yeah. Paladin or fighter? I think Lasco's here to be something that people might not expect. What subclasses of fighter are there? Battlemaster, Eldritch Knight. Yes, Eldritch Knight fighter. Yeah, that's Lasco. That's what Lasco is. That's what Lasco is. And that's what Lasco is. Are you Lasky? Are you? Why aren't you answering me? No. Okay. Yeah. Githyanki Eldritch Knight fighter. Isn't that literally what Lae'zel is? No, Lae'zel's... I don't remember what kind of subclass she does by default. Probably not Eldritch. I don't know. On our playthrough, the four of us, my friend was playing as Shadowheart, and then they like got into the fight, and Shadowheart just blew Lae'zel up, and so we didn't get to play with Lae'zel. I don't know as much about her. Damien. We could say Tiefling, Asmodeus Tiefling, or something along those lines. We could say that. That could be said. But I don't think that's what Damien would pick. What would Damien be? Oh, Damien. Damien, what are you gonna do? Are you a Dragonborn? Or that's too like on type, and you'd be like, really? The fire elemental has to be a Dragonborn? Really? But I think he secretly likes dragons. Oh no! Oh, Damien! Oh no! What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Damien, what are you gonna pick? Damien might pick a Dragonborn, but be like, I'm not one of the ones that shoots fire. Damien's got a little bit of edgy in him. He could be a black Dragonborn because they get acid. could be beef. Lightning. 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 I'm listening. Maybe something with lightning. I don't know why. I don't know why that speaks to me, but it could be beef, you know? It could be. No, he's a black dragonborn. Yeah, that's Damien. Damien likes dragons. And he would be like, I'm not a fire-breathing one. Stop giving me crap about this. Okay, so he is a acid-spewing black dragonborn. What class is he? Not a barbarian. That would make him mad. Maybe a ranger. Maybe a ranger. That's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. And that's different. And that's different. A hunter? A hunter, Jake. I think it might be Gloomstalker Ranger, though. Black Dragonborn Gloomstalker Ranger. Yes. That's what Damien. That's what I've decided. That's the choice I've made. And I have to live with it. Sam. Hello? Okay, my mic cut out for a second. Cleric of Life. It's gotta be. But what? Half orc? I kind of love that. Big bruiser half orc who's actually like soft and gentle. Healing. Just like. You know what? Yeah. 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 Maybe that's a little off. I mean, cleric of life is very that tracks, but my half orc might surprise some of you. But I think he'd want to do something different like that. Where's cleric? Hello. Cleric is paste as new layer in place. Haha. Nope, that one. Okay. I have to fix this because otherwise I'm gonna go slowly out of my mind. Okay. Cody. Here we go. No. Y'all already know what time it is. You already know. You can smell what the rock is cooking. And it's a little sworn drow. You already knew. Here we go. You already knew. You already knew. You knew it. You knew it. Don't look at me like that. Please. You knew it. And you knew it. And that's okay. Listen. Sometimes we know. Sometimes we know. Okay. We just know. Sometimes we sense it on the wind. I'm gonna go wizard though, actually, because I think wants a variety of options. I think it's gonna be wizard. I think so, and I think that's that on that. Okay, and we're moving a little faster. That's good. That's progress. That's progress. Huxley. The boy. The boy. Who is the boy gonna play as? Halson. Not necessarily. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now hold on. You're cutting me off. Now hold on. What? What? It's gonna be May. It's gonna be Druid. It simply must be. But what cloud? I mean, what? God. He might go dwarf just because he'd think that's funny. He might go dwarf because he'd think that was fun. Is that the kind of vibe? Is that the vibe, Huxley? Huxley, speak to me. You have to tell me. I must be told. And I must be heard. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, he might just do human. Now, Huxley's he's here for fun. And he's got a joyous heart. So he's actually gonna be a little dwarf. He's gonna be a dwarf. He's not gonna be the Underdark dwarf because that would be because he's like, it's really mean, bro. Like, oh my god, like the shit they were doing to like the dark gnomes, like the fuck, dude. The fuck. He's a gold dwarf. Yes. Do you dress? Okay. We got a gold dwarf on lock. Good health points. Tanky. And then it's a druid. It's gotta be a druid. Y'all already knew that. Here we go. But I think maybe a circle of land, or, and you need to hear me on this when I say this, maybe a nature cleric. What did they get? Speak with animal. It's nature cleric. It's nature cleric. It's yep. Okay. I feel that I've been heard on this. Okay. Gold dwarf nature cleric. Love it. Milo. That guy. Who is Milo gonna play as? Milo. The jokes are all on the table. The halfling, the gnome, the dwarf, or the flip side of it, the half orc, like the big bruiser. But I think, I think half elf. A bit of a switch up, a fun twist. I think it's a change of, I think it's oh, excuse me. We originated the language. Okay. It's half elf actually. Just to be a little weird about it. Just to be a little different about it. But what kind of half elf? High half elf, wood half elf, drow half elf. Not drow half elf. Not that. Not this. Not that. Half elf. Hello? Please? High half elf. Lots of magic. Wood half elf. Quick and stride. Eye for stealth. Eye for stealth. He's always got an eye for his stealth. He's a wood half elf. He's a wood half Here we go. What? Barbarian. Barbarian, though, because he's like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of every shit. And he'd be like, but it's funny because it's like a half elf. Why would they be a barbarian? But he is. Just punching. Because he's like, I look like, you know, like some like highfalutin fancy, but I still know how to kick shit in them. I think he'd like that dichotomy. I think that would speak to him. I think he would like that. And I think that's what he would do. And it must be heard. I have to stop saying that. There we go. Here we go. I can't stop saying just everything that Novimbia says all the time. All the fucking time. Avier! Avoir! Avier. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Avier. Avier? Avier, who are you? I kinda get elf from Avier. I kinda get elf. I kinda do. But but is that too simple? Is that too easy? Is that too much? But he's magic down. Like that's what he wants. All that's like he's just gonna be magic. An elf works well with magic. I know it's boring. I know it is, but I'm going high elf. And he's a sorcerer, I think. No, wizard, because he loves to... He's a little nerd, you know? He's just a nerdy kind of guy. Also, that just, like... I mean, how much more, like, on the nose do you want to be than a high elf wizard? It's like, okay. And I love Avier, but he's a little, okay. I mean, the one twist would be like knowledge cleric, perhaps, just because like he clearly like knows a lot. But I think it's in the magic, and the magic's in he. You know. I think you know. I think this might be my most divisive list yet. Vega, first of all, would not play Baldur's Gate. Vega just wouldn't. Vega would be like, excuse me. Like, he's just not gonna play. But if he had to play, he would want to be something very powerful, because he just wants to burn through the game. Like, he just doesn't even want to like experience the game, which isn't like one of the broken ones. Like, it's Tempest something. Is it Tempest? What's the broken one? It's Tempest something. Oh no. Is it Tempest Cleric? Is that the one that's broken? I don't know if that's broken or not. I watched one video and I don't know what. Okay, you know what? Tempest Cleric for Vega. But who would he... Tiefling. I think Tiefling. I think he'd roll his eyes at the horn connection. That, you know, like he also has horns. But I think he would still... That would still be what happened. Because even though he'd be like rolling his own eyes while he did it, he'd still do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Which one? probably Asmodeus tiefling from the deepest layers of hell. Although arcane magic, that sounds like him. Okay, yeah, so it's actually Mephistopheles tiefling. Oh, also those those horns look a lot like, well, okay, well, yeah, okay, yeah. Mephistopheles tiefling. I'm gonna explain. What do you mean, Mephistopheles? Mephistopheles tiefling, tempest, cleric, because I think that's the overpowered one. Also, I think he'd like lightning. That seems like something Vega could get down for. Okay, Regulus. Regulus also probably not gonna play, but Regulus, what would you play? I really don't know. Huh. Yeah, I really have no idea with him, just because, like, I cannot imagine him. Something sneaky? A thief rogue? Okay, yeah, we're gonna go rogue. He's a second story work. Resistance against falling damage. Fast hands. I mean, he moved pretty fast. Okay. He's a thief rogue. Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna play as a thief rogue. And I think he's actually gonna play as a human. Basic as that is, I think he would actually pick a human in some like weird fulfillment of that like thing where he like pretended to be his listener's like partner, like put himself into those memories. I think he'd actually be human, which would be weird, but I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Porter. Oh, Porter. Oh, Porter. I would just like to clear the air, and I must be heard. I swear to God, and I have notes on my computer and on paper that can prove it, that I came up with Porter before Astarion I knew he was a thing. I swear he's not an Astarion clone. I swear to God. Oh no. So he's an elf and he's a I just make Astarion again. I actually don't know what class Astarion. I think he's a ranger. I don't know. I don't have to know. I don't have to know because he's not Astarion. Porter. Oh, Porter. I mean, he should be an assassin. He should. That just tracks. Okay. Actually, I think... Oh no, that was about to make him the same exact thing as Gavin. I literally was about to be like, I think drow half-elf rogue. Didn't I say assassin? No, I said arcane trickster. I don't care if it's almost the same. That's what I'm gonna go with. It's a drow half elf, but an assassin. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could always go with full drow. Actually, yeah. Porter's full drow. Lil Sworn. Or just for the twist, maybe he's a Seldarin. Actually, yeah. Actually, oh my gosh, actually, yeah. He's actually a Seldarin drow. Where's Rogue? So many rogues. So few barbarians. Have I even done I've done one of everything, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Not this. Take this. Paste. Okay. Okay, yeah. Seldarin, drow, assassin, rogue. Camelo Pardalis. Cam. Cam's gonna be a halfling. Cam's a Lightfoot halfling. Oops. Cam is gonna be a Lightfoot halfling. Oh my goodness, what have I done? Paste this in there. Again, refer to my prior information on being so technologically advanced. So very good at this. Okay, so that would be middle. That would be third. And that would be that. And this would be that. And this would be that. Okay. Oh, that puts that pretty far over. That puts that really far over. Okay. I must have, okay, yeah, it's fine. Fine. Lightfoot halfling. Come on. Oh my gosh. Edit. Paste as new layer in place. Okay. So we got Lightfoot halfling. Camelopardalis. I think, hear me out, give it a second, College of Lore, Bard. That's what I think. That's what I think. No further questions. I don't know. That kind of, I don't know. That makes sense. Cutting words, so it's still like, it's a twist. It's a twist. Aaron wants to be punchy. Aaron's a barbarian because that's what he would like to do in real life, is just go crazy and fall. Just like when work makes him crazy, he wants to enter rage that he takes half damage, but he just isn't allowed. That's what he wishes he could do. So he is a barbarian. He seems like a dragon person, like a person who liked dragons as a kid. I think so. I think he's a dragonborn. He's a dragonborn. Okay. He's a barbarian dragonborn, but what color dragonborn? What do the different colors give you again? He needs He needs lightning breath. Who does that? Blue and bronze. Bronze. Yes. He's a bronze barbarian dragonborn. That's what Aaron's gonna choose. Blake! Oh, Blake. Oh, Blake. Oh, Blake. Oh, Blake. Oh, Blake. Blake is gonna play as a human. Hear me out. I mean, I don't have much else to say about that, but he's actually gonna be a human. He's gonna be a human. And if this was like D&D, like in-person D&D, he'd be the person who does the human, like human variant or whatever, so he gets the extra stuff, because there's nothing wrong with playing as a human, but he's specific, or even a variant human, but he's specifically that person who's doing it just because he wants like that advantage thing. So he's gonna be human, and he's another person that just wants to burn through the game and do the maximum amount of everything. But he would be, I mean, at this point, okay, actually, I don't know if this is exactly what he would pick, but it's what I'm gonna pick just because it's so apt for once. He's gonna be a human warlock. He's a human warlock, and he's the Eldritch one. He's a human warlock of the Great Old One. I can't help it. We have fun here. Yes. Jordy is gonna play as a gnome. Jordy's gonna play as a gnome. Jordy's gonna be a little guy. He's gonna be a little gnome. He's going to be a gnome. He's gonna be a gnome. I think. Let me read it before I say it. Okay, he is gonna be. He is a gnome. He's gonna be a rock gnome. He is a rock gnome. He's a rock gnome, Oath of Devotion paladin. That's what that is. God, the paladin symbol is hard to get the selection tool around. That's what that is. Okay, yeah. That's what Jordy, Guy. Oh no. What is Guy gonna play as? Honestly, Guy is that absolute monster who would just hit random everything. He either would hit random, or he would purposely try to pick whatever is like the least synergistic class imaginable. So like if half orc, for example, is like, I think half orc would be like bad with magic conventionally, he's gonna be like a half orc wizard or something, like whatever, like is like a combination that should not work. That's what he's going to actively want to do. Or he's going to wait, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh no, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, but no. Guy is actually also that person where like he mods the game so much that like he's playing as a class you're not even like a race and a class you're not supposed to even be, that it's like modded in and doesn't work very well. Like he's like playing as a kobold. Like that's what Guy is. That's the kind of nonsense that's occurring. So I'm just gonna, you know what? put this here, and it's just gonna be a question mark. Not because I don't know, but because like he doesn't even know. That's what that is. Guys, he's gonna do whatever is the thing you're not supposed to do. He's gonna do that. Like I said, he's probably gonna like download some like ridiculous mods. He's gonna be playing as like a kobold or Thomas the Tank Engine, or you know, something like that. James. Oh, Sephiroth James. Oh no. Drow is right there. It's right there. Oh, it's right there. But actually, I think James would pick a tiefling. I think James would be tiefling. And I think he would be... Which kind of tiefling? Oh, tiefling. Tiefling, yes. Asmodeus. Tiefling. Yes. 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 An Asmodeus. Tiefling. Asmodeus, tiefling. Asmodeus, tiefling. Hold on, I have a thinking. I'm having a thinking. I'm having one of those thinking. Okay. Asmodeus, tiefling, Way of Shadow monk. Yes. That's what's happening. That's what's on the menu. That's what's going down. Oh, the caller. Our mystery caller. What is he gonna play as? Oh no, I gotta be careful. This might like tell you something about his character. I say that as if I have any idea of like what extrapolation could come from this. I'm also so hungry all of a sudden. Okay, I'm so close though. I just gotta finish. The caller. Who is he gonna call? Who's he gonna call? I don't know. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. He... Fuck, this is tough. Oh no. Okay, you know what? It's not that tough. And it's not that tough. And it's not that tough. I mean, it is. I reserve the right to change these at any time. Because I'm sure that there's gonna be like comments on this and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, they're right. Yeah, and you're right. But we got a drow half-elf on our hands. That's who's in the chair this evening. That's who's sitting there looking back at us. We got a drow half-elf. I mean, it's gotta be something sneaky. It's gotta be sneaky. Like, ooh. Sneaky. Which wouldn't that be... Oh, wait, but maybe. Hold, please. But maybe. Okay, it's Gloomstalker Rogue. Nope, sorry, that's not a rogue, that's a ranger. Gloomstalker Ranger. That's what, you know what? Yes. Yeah. I made someone else a ranger. Who else is a ranger? Did I also do Gloomstalker? Or did I do Hunter? Damien. No, I did Gloomstalker, I think. Oh well, it's fine. I'm not trying to like make. I'm not trying to make everybody. I'm not trying to like, be like, oh, well, if one character is this, another one can't be. That's how it works in Ultimate, because you can't have people playing as the same thing. You simply mustn't. But that's not with BG3. There's more. Nick. Nick would boot up the game and realize that you're not allowed to play as a, a cat person, and would log off. What is the, are those oh no, what is that? Oh no, what is that what is that race in D&D? The Khajiit? No, that's like, oh no, that's like Khajiit has some wares. Yeah. And Nick, although Nick would also, he'd be a mod person, and he would mod that in, and he'd make that happen. But a class, I could pick a class, because as long as Nick could be, his half cat, he would be. What's like? What class is that? What, you guys know? What subclass goes? What subclass does that? You know, who is which subclass? Which subclass does that? I need answers. I must be heard. Have I done a sorcerer? I did. Which one did I make Ollie? I don't think I picked one. Storm sorcery, draconic bloodline, or wild magic. Okay, Ollie would have done draconic bloodline. Wild magic. I mean, you could go like druid shifting, but Nick doesn't want to be multiple things. Nick just wants to be a cat. So as long as like the race he can pick is already a cat, we're good. Doesn't need to shift into anything else, doesn't want to be anything else, wants to be a cat. No. Which, guys, you have to help me out here. Which subclasses? Like, which subclasses? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? What's in the box? What's in the box? Beastmaster Ranger? No, you have to like command things with that. And unlike Kelly Rowland, from here on out, Nick is not ready to be a commander. From here on out, which, guys, you have to tell me which one, which subclasses. Archfey Warlock. That's what we're gonna go with. There's someone who really loves the Archfey Warlock class going, excuse me? Excuse me? You think Archfey Warlock is... To which I say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I had to pick one and I'm so hungry. Okay, Morgan. Oh, Morgan's actually going to pick a... Morgan's going to be a good Yankee. Morgan is going to be... he's going to pick a good Yankee. He sees past the frog look, and he's listening, and he's interested, and he wants to hear what has to be said. We gotta get Yankee. We need like big brain wizard. Yeah. wizard. Whoever I made a wizard, I didn't pick okay, Avier was a wizard. But which kind? Avier is a... evocation wizard. Morgan is a... I don't know. Hold on. Let's just get wizard up there. I think Morgan is a necromancy wizard. Anton. Yes. Anton. What? I think Anton wants to... I think he also wants to be Big Bruiser with a heart of gold that doesn't... Is that half orc again, though? Or is that too on the nose? Dragonborn. Half orc. Elf? I'm just slowly listing all of them. Oh my god, it's the last one. Come on! Turn it on! I can do this. Anton. Speak to me. Half orc. We're gonna go with the half orc, and we're gonna do... fighter. I'm tempted to do fighter. Actually, no. Wait. Is it still half orc? Yeah, it's a half orc. Way of the Open Hand monk. Yes. A half orc who has found peace inside the horde. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay, so that's the full listing. Do I stand by all of this? No. Not necessarily. But this was fun. I think this was good. I am sure that you guys have very, very different ideas for some of these, but this is the ones that I chose right now. So, I hope you enjoyed. This was just a little bit of fun. And it's been, there's been a lot of some heavier narrative-y stuff, so this is just something that's supposed to be a little bit light and a little bit fun. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have a good whatever is ahead of you. Day, night, dusk, dawn, all the other interim times. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. Hope you had fun.